Good morning, baby, or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. It's morning where I am. What time is it? 9:43. I'm 43. On the anniversary of Jesus Christ dying, guys. Tobin, how you? Toby swinging in. Happy face, man. How you doing, mate? Solidify, much love to you too. All right. Okay. I'm going live today because starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working another job as a private tutor for a Canadian family. I won't have half as much time to go live. Maybe once a week, I think, with the schedule I'm going to have for the next 7 to 8 weeks. So trying to make up for it this week and the previous weeks, getting out as much content as I can for you guys. Aloha, rough bastards. Hope you well. Wise Contra Geo said you called it. Which, without being cocky, I've called a lot over the last 24 hours. What game are you referring to? Are you talking about the Celtic game, which I'm going to discuss heavily in this live? So before I get into it, I got a lot, well, not a lot of new subs. I got maybe 50 or 60 new subs on YouTube. I think it was from my live about the Premier League being rigged. So I've got a lot of new people to my channel calling me out. It's what always happens at the beginning, which is fine. I understand it now. Basically saying I'm crazy. So I'll read you some of the comments, and I'll pretty much guarantee in a couple of weeks, these people who are calling me crazy will probably be on my Patreon and sharing my videos. It's usually what happens. Hey, Amber, Pittsburgh. Never been to Pittsburgh. Is it nice there? How's the weather in Pittsburgh? I used to live in the US, California, Colorado, Chicago. I even lived in Alaska, in Anchorage. Never been to Pittsburgh, though. Hello, Clau. Okay, I just want to say Clau is officially number 7. She knows what I'm talking about. She's officially number 7. I'm sure you're going to smile at that. My boy, Greza. Yeah, private tutor, mate. So what I'm going to do, a Canadian family contacted me. Somebody said that I was the best teacher where I'm living, and I'm going to be teaching their kids English, math, and I'm going to be the physical education teacher at the same time. So we'll do like 3 hours of work, math and English. Obviously, I love English. I was an English teacher for a while. I'm pretty good with numbers, and I used to teach PE in England. So we'll go on bike rides, go to the ocean. I'll coach them football, play tennis. I think they have their own tennis court. So I've never met them. I don't know anything about them other than the fact that they're Canadian and they want me to tutor them. So I'm excited for that, but my schedule is just going to be insane. But my goal is to get to Europe in September, to meet my family, meet my good friends, people like Greza, to meet Clau, who I've never met before, who is a beautiful woman from Ireland, to meet Anna, who's going to be moving there from Texas to go live in Portugal. I want to meet her. Multiple things, but I want to be there for my mum's birthday. The list goes on. We'll see what happens. Again, a lot can happen in 5 months. A lot can happen. We'll see if there's any travel restrictions. Aberdeen have won more European trophies than Celtic and Rangers. Didn't Fergie coach for Aberdeen? That Master Mason, Scottish, right? Okay, I'm learning from you, and I'm learning my numbers are all connected to my family members, husband, daughter, and me, all equal 33. That's absolutely beautiful, Amber. Like, I've taken my knowledge. I'm trying to go to a different level with it. I still decode sports, as people know. I'll go through my sports codes today. But yesterday, I went to the beach with probably my best friend in Mexico, with his fiance and my best friend's kids. And we had a fire on the beach, and I did a bit of rock climbing, got the sunset, had a couple of beers, cooked some sausages. And Andy, my really good friend, he wanted me to introduce his kids to gematria and the numbers. And then the kids thought I was an alien. They said, you know too much. Are you an alien? I was like, I'm not an alien. And then the other one was said, can we take him home with us? They wanted me to go live with them because they love the numbers. So all these people who tell me you can't speak to kids about numbers, about gematria, about the universe. They're too young. They're not ready for it. Oh my God, they're so ready for it. They love it, because when you're young, you have this creativity, you have this imagination, you're more open-minded. The kids were like, keep talking. I'm like, all right, well, ask me anything. So I was having this moment at the beach, and I could hear the ocean. When I'm close to the ocean, like Klaus said, when I'm close to the ocean, I feel close to God now. When I'm at the beach, I feel a sense of inner peace. I go there so often when I can. I'm going to be limited now with my workload, but I go as often as I can. And the kids were just like, oh my, this is incredible. So it shows you the power of knowledge. I told them a few things about sports. They asked me about Kobe Bryant, and obviously I can go on all day talking about that guy. But anyway, it was a magical day yesterday in the evening. It really was. I had a conversation, big shout out to a guy called Cormac. So this guy called Cormac is Irish, but he lives in Australia now. Funny guy, intense guy though. A little bit like me. I'm a funny guy, but I can be intense occasionally. And I told him my whole life story. And by the end of it, it was like, I've got nothing but love and respect for you. Because he thought that I quit gambling because I was losing money. And I explained the whole thing, and he was like, wow, that makes so much sense. So that was a good call. And crazy thing is, he called me, and he was at the beach in Australia whilst I was at the beach in Mexico. Just absolutely glorious stuff. He knows what I'm talking about. But Greza, mate, much love. I'm definitely going to take you out for dinner. When I went to England a while ago, Greza and I went to Bradford. We went for pizza together. He'll remember that. I think he even bought it for me. He's just a great guy. I went on vacation with him one time to a caravan club. Reminds me of the In-Betweeners. And that was always fun. You can't meet those caravan clubs occasionally. Like you're playing football, there's basketball courts, there were the little gambling things like the slot machines. What else could you do at caravan park? Just you around nature, young people, swimming pools, all of that good stuff. I'll always remember that little trip. Been all over the world, but that little trip is one that I fondly remember. The kids are waiting for it. I believe they are. Obviously, you won't be able to teach what I teach in the school, but I've had a few parents say to me, like, I don't mind you speaking to my kids about this. Could you do it? I'll even pay you. And then I'll sit down because I want to learn about it. People are becoming more open-minded, and I'm just trying to put out this content to not scare people, because it's incredibly powerful knowledge. It shouldn't scare you. You should feel in awe of this knowledge. It should inspire you, not scare you. We're learning some of the secrets of the universe, guys, that have been hidden from us. Every day I'm putting stuff together, and other people are. It isn't just me. I ain't the only one going through this awakening, which brings me a lot of comfort. Somebody's trying to speak to their 11-year-old, but she doesn't want to listen, or he doesn't want to listen. Some of them won't, but you can't force it down people's throats. You should never force things down people's throats, but you can try. You can try. You really can. I met this girl in 225, and our name's 2250 in Sumerian. Our names also equal 125, and I met her officially 125 days before my birthday. Our first names equal 222, and I met her in 2022. That's incredible. The 225, because that's the 56th day of the year, and that's part of my Queen decode. Because I went from that date, the 56th day of the year, because Royal Family is 56 and Society of Jesus, and Queen was connected to Super Bowl 56. And I checked what 2 months and 25 days was after 225, and it was 520, the date I think the Queen's going to die, and 520 leaves 225 days left in the year. And you've just pulled out that you met this girl on 225. So good for you. Good for you. Oh my God, I just had 26 in the live and 3 likes, like 263, the 56 prime, when I was talking about 56. So that's amazing, mate. It's good when you find people. I do believe in life you shouldn't always go looking for things. Well, sometimes you can, but a lot of the time it finds you. I guess I do go looking for knowledge. 25 in the live, 5 likes, and George Floyd died 25-5, never died. All right. Okay, let me go through my Celtic code. If you go back and watch one of my videos, whenever Celtic played Rangers last, it was 2-2, wasn't it? February the 2nd, where Celtic beat Rangers 3-0. If you go back and watch my video there, I called that game perfectly, and I called this game perfectly. Arguably, this one was better. So I'll read it to you. I'll read it out to you. I know that Celtic and Rangers is a really famous, iconic game. It's very highly connected to religion with the Catholics and the Protestants. But this game was all about Prince Philip. I don't know how many codes I've done now showing you that these games at the moment are connected to royalty, to Prince Philip, to Queen Elizabeth, to Prince Charles. I've just shown more than anybody at this point that these games right now are connected to them because the Queen's going to die this year. A few people said, oh my God, 26 in the live, 6 likes, like 266, and Pope Francis, the 266 Pope. Kobe and LeBron drafted 26-6. Okay. All right, let me go through this code. All right. Let me go through it. So, the Old Firm Derby, Rangers versus Celtic. The game was played at Ibrox, which is the home of Rangers. And they were the slight favourites coming into this game. So, they opened the scoring after 3 minutes. 3. Of course, it was 3. I'm going to try not to swear today. 3 minutes, Aaron Ramsey. The guy who, for whatever reason, every time he seems to score, somebody dies. So he opened the scoring. Rangers fans were probably ecstatic. And then 4 minutes later, Celtic equalised after 7 minutes. All right? 7. I was having a conversation yesterday at the beach about the number 7, about how there's 7 days in a week, 7 deadly sins, 7 colours in a rainbow, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, just talking about the number 7. And the winning goal was by Carter Vickers after 43 minutes. And wait until you hear my code involving the number 43. Okay? You are going to have your nose blown off with this. And this is what I mean. There's people in this community, they do good work. And they'll predict the winners occasionally, but they don't do what I do with these numbers and call it as perfectly as I do. They don't. So check this out. Check this out. I said Celtic beat Rangers 2-1. Celtic code hits at plus 175. That's a decent payout for those who gamble. So I said, before reading my pre-code, observe that Celtic's winning goal came after 43 minutes and that the game ended 2-1, and 73 is the 21st prime, and Prince Philip died in the 21st year of the 21st century, having been married to Queen Elizabeth for 73 years. All right, guys, do me a favor. If you care about football, just put up the SPL standings now. Put that up so you can see the league standings, and you'll enjoy this video a little bit more. So I've got them in front of me now, the standings. You'll see Celtic on 79 points, Rangers on 73. I'm going to tell you exactly why that's the case. So check this out. Of course, Celtic have a 6-point lead. Right. So Rangers, they stayed on 22 season wins and 7 draws, 227. If you watched my live yesterday, I was heavily talking about 227, how it connects with 49 and how it connects with pi, 3.14. Okay, so if you check the standings, you'll see Rangers have 22 wins, 7 draws. Okay, 227. 227 is the 49th prime, and Prince Philip, this whole code was about him, died on 4/9, April the 9th. And today's date, guys, is 4/3/2022. Add up those 4 numbers. What do you get? You get 49. You get 49, okay? 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 20 is 27. 27 plus 22 is 49. And 49, guys, the square root of 49 is 7. Because 7 times 7 is 49. And Rangers stayed on 7 draws. So this was interesting to me. The Rangers coach, is it Van Bronckhorst? His recent birthday had the exact same date numerology as today's game. But that's not always a good sign, which I figured out. So this next bit was just undeniable in my opinion. Rangers, they stayed on 73 points. I have been heavily hammering the number 73. It's why one of the reasons why I predicted Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl in 2021 to go 7-3 in Super Bowls, because 73 is, of course, the 21st prime. and he went 7-3 in the 21st year of the 21st century. So if we go to the table, you'll see Rangers have 73 points. They have 7 draws and 3 losses, like 73. Okay? 73 is the 21st prime. What score did it finish? 2-1, like 21. A few of people in my community got on 2-1 at 8-1. Congratulations. It's a lot of money that if you get odds at 8-1 or plus 800. So I told you how 227, like 227, equals 3.14, which is pi. And I also mentioned how 314, March the 14th, is the 73rd day of the year. Okay? And check this out. The Celtic coach's 2023 birthday is in exactly on the nose, baby, 73 weeks. You think all of this is by accident? It isn't. It isn't. So this bit made me chuckle. I looked into the Celtic coach, and he was born in Athens, in Greece. Do you know who else was born in Greece? Prince Phillip. Okay? Probably why Greece won the Euros in 2004. Well, it is, because I've done a code about it. So the Rangers coach stayed on 147 all-time wins. In Gematria, Prince Phillip gets you 147. So does Freemason. It was the Freemasons who founded the Football Association. Celtic advanced to 79 points, which I talk about all the time, 79. Society of Jesus gets you 79. And Celtic are, of course, a Catholic club, okay, which connects to the Society of Jesus. That's why this game was on a Sunday. The Jesuits worship the sun. And remember the 13-month calendar, guys. Every day of the month would begin on a Sunday. Jesus, the Son of God. So this bit was crazy. 79, the 22nd prime, like Celtic on 79 points. Rangers stayed on 22 wins, 79, the 22nd prime. The last time they met each other, guys, was a span of 2 months and 2 days ago, and they played on 2-2. And what year are we in? 2022. 22, a master builder number. I'll keep going. There's more to this. So, oh, no. All right, check this out. The game was on 4-3. The date is 4-3, yeah? April the 3rd. The winning goal was scored after 43 minutes. Jesus Christ equals 43, and we told he died on 4-3. Masonry gets you 43. The Rangers coach, Van Bronckhorst, he stayed on 43 points in the league with Rangers. Yes. And 5th career win, like 25. In Gematria, Celtic gets you 25. You can check it for yourself. Pope gets you 25. And the Rangers coach, Van Bronckhorst, was born, you guessed it, on 2-5. So this code was just outrageous. And I've also just noticed this. So obviously Philip was connected to the Queen. I've just added up the time of all the goals. 3 + 7 + 43 gets you 53. And Elizabeth was coronated in 53. And I said how Italy won the Euros 53 years after they last won it, how the 3 black English players who missed the penalty, combined the jersey numbers, you got to 53. So that 53 strikes again. And then I was just looking. Well, Celtic stayed on 4 draws and 3 losses. That's just a joke. It was both teams' 32nd game in the league. The Society of Jesus' logo, that of a sun, has 32 rays. This was all a big Catholic ritual, guys. It was all a big Catholic ritual. I have a few patrons of mine who are diehard Rangers fans. They know it's all rigged, but they still have that connection. I don't know if it's ego or just whatever it is. And they bet on Celtic. They said it's the first time in their life they've ever bet on Celtic because the code was so good. They were like, well, if Celtic win, at least I'm going to win a lot of money. If Rangers win, I'll be happy. And there's a lot of banter going on in my Patreon. And somebody said this, they were like, without having banter at the moment, like having a laugh and a joke, you might go crazy. You might go crazy. So it's funny to have a laugh and a joke. It's very important. If you look at Celtic's goal difference now, it's plus 52. Pope gets you 52. Elizabeth became the queen in 52. I think she's going to die in 520, which is in essence 52. 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in a deck. I think the queen will die from a heart attack, which is one of the suits, isn't it? Heart connects to Ericsson, who's Danish, who had a cardiac arrest. Prince Phillip from Danish royalty. It's all synced up. Ericsson comes back from a cardiac arrest to become one of the best players in the world right now. Everything he touches goes in the back of the net. People don't question it. They just think it's a beautiful story. I overheard in the highlights of that Chelsea-Brentford game, it's just a pathetic league, this. All pro sports are pathetic. Ericsson's fairy tale continues. It's all the fairy tale. Like I said, Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams. You better start waking up, people. All right? Yes, you can win money off this knowledge, but what's more sacred is you're seeing through the illusion. That's what I do. A lot of people re-signed to my page and they said, I left you because I thought you were just about sports. And now I see you way more than that and you've grown into like some sort of spiritual leader. I was like, yeah, that's what I focus my energy on now. And I'll keep doing it. Chigozi, much love to you, mate. Much love to you. We'll have a phone call soon, hopefully. Illusion, your thoughts on the number example. Why do I keep seeing 56 even at work? I'm not sure why we connect to these numbers. I'm not sure. I know 5 plus 6 gets you 11, which is a master number. 56 is all over the place. Maybe because the media constantly pushing 56, that 56 becomes a part of our reality, and all numbers have a frequency and energy to them. So I'll tell you something wild. I posted it on my Patreon. So yesterday I met my friend. I told you we went to the beach and we were there like 3 or 4 hours. It was amazing. And I got in my car at 5:20. Not intentionally. I got in my car at 5:20. I believe the Queen will die. 5:20. Okay. I drove to the off license. So I wanted to get a few beers, a bag of crisps, got some M&Ms, cheeky 33s, turn those M sideways. And then my mate Andy was like, I said, can I get you anything? He said, yeah, can you buy some ice, bag of ice? I was like, yeah, no worries, mate. Because the off license is like a minute away from his apartment. So they scanned all the items. 205 pesos, 25. Like I think she's going to die the 20th of May, 25. Okay? And just to take the absolute biscuit here, which is absolutely beautiful, and again, it's on my Patreon. I took a photo of it. My friend Andy, he lives in apartment 205. What? Like, and somebody said, Adam, be careful. Be careful if the Queen dies. Like, something might happen to you. I'm like, I'm protected at this point. Why will something happen to me? I'm the other side of the world. It's not like I can get accused of killing her if she does. And if she doesn't go on that date, people keep asking me, how are you going to feel about that? I'd feel a little bit annoyed, a little bit angry. But my original thing was she dies at 96, which I said ages ago. It's just recently I came up with the concept of her going May the 20th. But if she don't go on that date, the amount of picks I've got right by using the Queen and Philip recently is simply off the charts. So all of that was beautiful stuff. Just, I am super synced. So I don't exactly know what 56 means, mate, but I don't think there's any evil number. People talk about, is this number bad? I don't think there's such thing as a bad number. Talking about 13. No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about bad numbers, and people say 13 is an unlucky number, and I have 13 likes. So Amber says, I always thought it was odd. My birthday is all odd numbers. Yeah, the fact that you've observed that is amazing. I've not thought about mine. So mine's 14/4/1986. So 1 is odd, 4 even, 4 even, 1 odd, 9 odd, 8 even, 6. So I'm about 50-50 when it comes to it. It's amazing that people are starting to decode their lives. I love that. it is amazing to do that. I've done mine, and my numbers bring a lot of joy to me. I'm connected to a lot of powerful numbers. Connected to 11. I'm connected to 33. I'm connected to 104. I'm trying to figure out what the 104 is, because I was born on the 104th day of the year, according to the Gregorian calendar, on the 104 date numerology. 104 can be seen as 14, and I was born on the 14th day of April. So I guess I'm connected to 14. Maybe that's why I nailed this 43 code today with Celtic, the 14th prime. But like I said, guys, for me, this is the third day of the year. The new year begins April the 1st. 4-1, the 91st day of the year. The 13-month calendar is divided into 4 quarters of 91 days. It makes sense. 52 divided by 4 is 13, not 12. Changing that calendar, guys, has been amazing. The energy I've had the last couple of days has been off the charts. Just truly off the charts. So I'm not playing with their calendar. The kid asked me about the calendar, said, oh my God, this makes so much sense. How did I not know that? I was like, most people don't know it. And so this little kid is going to start using the calendar, the 13-month calendar now. So he was like, so I wasn't born on this month. It was actually this month. I said, yeah, mate. He was blown away, these young kids. We were next to a campfire, something about a campfire on the beach, which is truly like majestic. And we were just talking, man, about beautiful things, looking up at the stars. I was speaking about the stars. I was just in my zone. I was like, when you see stars, what do you see? And I was like, these stars, these Hollywood stars, they're not stars. They're not stars. Okay? And I was saying how stars are sacred. And I said, why do you think certain stars shine brighter than others? And just the conversations we're having, I don't know where I was coming from, like this stuff. So anyways, that was nobody should judge you. Well, let me read these out. I've told you, people have come across my page. So somebody said, I don't really get what you're saying. You're talking nonsense. I was like, okay, thank you. Somebody said, why did somebody suggest this page to me? Wait till they watch more videos. They're going to end up being on my Patreon, trust me. Seems like you're overthinking things. There's often patterns in the world that are literally just coincidences. So this guy, the Prince 1835, clearly doesn't know the difference between a coincidence and a pattern. I try and tell people there's a big difference between a coincidence and a pattern. And now they're saying a pattern and coincidence is the same thing. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Thinks in fact. If you look for patterns in everything, you'll find them. Really? Really, mate? You're clearly a smart guy who's good with numbers and facts. Please do something else with your life, because you could actually do something great with it instead of coming up with this crap. So a few backhanded compliments from this guy who have stumbled across in the comments. Wow, this is so eye-opening. Look, I will always watch football, but now I can predict everything. No, you can't predict everything. Somebody said we drew with Leicester, like you said, mate. Yep, I did say that would be a draw and it would be 1-1 at 0-0. And then when Leicester scored, I said, put your money on Man United because it'll be a draw. Somebody said about my Leicester City video. So the people you claim are behind this just casually made the guy the best defensive midfielder in the world, talking about Kante. And I said, yes, the media can do that. And they're doing it right now with Declan Rice by saying he's the best defensive midfielder in the world, saying you've got to pay at least 150 million. Declan Rice is a very average player, but the media are portraying him to be the best thing since sliced bread. It's what they did with Kante. All Kante did was run up and down the field, make a few tackles and play a few 5-yard passes. And they said he was the greatest because they had him win all the trophies. Premier League, World Cup, FA Cup, had him win all these trophies. Kante, just because he smiles, you think he's a nice guy. Kante is incredibly satanic, or you don't get what he got. Practically won everything, did that guy in the last 5 or 6 years, and he came from the French 3rd division. Okay, yeah, he's so good, isn't he? So tiny as well. And people, a lot of pros don't make it because of the height. They told me I couldn't make it because of my height. Well, I'm about 5 inches bigger than that satanic French prick. Not even French anyway. Like pretty much none of the French national team are French. Algerian or from Senegal or whatever. There's a cat out there pissing me off. Meow! That's all right. Guys, I'm going to have a word with this cat. I'm not going to do anything bad to it, but it's pissing me off now. Always. Listen, mate. Off you go. Off you go, sir. Go on. Sorry about that. Like, I'm very sensitive to noises. Yeah. And dogs bark, and it pisses me off. I do love animals, but it makes some fucking annoying noises at times. Somebody said if you go deep enough in any numbers and look hard enough, you're going to find some numbers that match. I'm not going to keep going with this, but now somebody said outstanding work again, Adam. Put a 10 on Celtic to beat Rangers. Keep doing what you're doing. So doing what I'm doing is inspiring many people, which is great. The main reason why I do it. And obviously for personal growth as well. I think the more I grow, the more I can help others grow. So these people who are always new to my channel, they try and hammer me because they're scared of the knowledge. I've told you, people are scared of things that are sacred, and sacred is an anagram of scared. And they'll watch the second video. They go, okay, he's put a few more numbers together. All right. And then once you've watched 10 of my videos, you love my work. It seems to be the case. So you guys live in those comments. Fair play to you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to get angry about the comments. Just keep watching my videos and you'll see the work that I'm doing. I'm revealing that pro sports are rigged. I'm revealing politics is rigged. I'm revealing so many things. I've told you if the Queen goes May the 20th, I'll still get called lucky. I was like, oh, she was old. She was going to die. She was old. She just got COVID as well. You think you're so smart? Okay, sure. France won the World Cup in their 66th game in the World Cup. England win the World Cup in their 36th game. That's great knowledge. See how France won 4-2? And the Society of Jesus were founded in Paris, France. And the word Jesuit gets you 42. England, they only won one World Cup. They beat Germany 4-2. 21 years after they won World War II. And the word Jesuits, 21 and 42. 63 is a big number. Add up those numbers, you get 63. Kobe retired in 2016, the 63rd triangular number. Celtic will win their next game, by the way. Absolutely, which I said to people, they'll get to 82 points. There's a big 82 riddle with when the Queen got her first vaccination in connection with the war. And obviously COVID gets you 82. So yeah, and Celtic, Rangers will finish on 76. Big skull and bones number, baby. Kante gives the impression that he's so humble. He's an actor. He's playing his role as a quiet, humble guy. He's a Satanist, Kante. He came from nowhere. And the only reason people think he's so good is because all the commentators say how good he is, all the coaches say how good he is, and all the trophies he's won. But if it's all rigged, it doesn't matter, does it? How many trophies somebody's won. I've told you, how many trophies have the Neville brothers won? Absolutely horse shit, those brothers. Jonathan Greening won the treble. Wes Brown won the treble. John O'Shea won the treble. Are these great footballers? Absolutely fucking not. I'd love to have played against some of these, especially about 6 or 7 years ago. Go up 1-on-1 against them. See how good they fucking really are. These top stars. Pricks, a lot of them. Somebody says your work's undeniable. I appreciate that. It's getting better. I ain't perfect. I've told you I'm not going to call every sports game. That's just unrealistic. I'm not 100% sure how it's all being done. I don't know how much of a say Vegas has in it. But let me go through my West Ham code. I'll go through my West Ham code to show you that the Premier League's rigged. Even more confirmation. Okay? West Ham win 2-1, don't they? Just knowing gematria, when you learn gematria, the word Sunday gets you 21. I've been saying for a while now that there's so many games on a Sunday that finish 2-1. Big shout out to Chuck, who just signed up to my Patreon again. He had Udinese to win, and they won 5-1. And that was part of my code today for West Ham, because the Illuminati were founded on 5-1. And that's why West Ham got to 51 points. Their logo, skull and bones. Remember CM Punk used to do this? I'm going to do my wrestling video when I get the chance. It's just overloaded with work, guys. I'll go through my schedule next week. You're probably going to laugh at how much work I'm doing. So yeah, West Ham got to 51 points. Illuminati founded 5-1. And this code was connected to the 13-month calendar. This is why when you just keep working hard and connecting dots, everything else connects. So I talked about the 13-month calendar, 13 months, each comprising of 28 days in the month and 7 days in a week. So again, get up the Premier League table if you want, if you're interested in this. It's a better visual. So let me get it up. Premier League table. Remember, Man City beat Burnley yesterday to get to 73 points, and Burnley stayed on 21. 73, the 21st prime, another example of it. So, all right, where is it? Yeah, West Ham are in 6th position. Of course they are. Of course they are. Oh my God, and they've got 51 goals. Oh my God. So West Ham, how many times do I keep doing this? West Ham are on 51 points, and now they've scored 51 goals in the league. Okay. It's not rigged, is it? It's not rigged. All right. West Ham got their 15th win. Illuminati were founded on a date that can be written 1-5, the 1st of May. And they stayed on 6 draws in what was Everton's 28th league game. When you type in 28 into the Gematrinator with letters, you get 156. And now West Ham have 15 wins and 6 draws in Everton's 28th league game. 28 equals 156. Everton, after 28 games, I've told you 28 and 7 go hand in hand. Because 28 is the 7th triangular number. 28 is a perfect number. So Everton, after 28 games, guess how many wins they have? 7, baby. 28 and 7 go hand in hand. After 28 games, they have 7 wins. Of course they do. And this will make you laugh. They stayed on 7 wins, and they stayed on 4 draws. That's 74. What's 7 times 4? 28. So they have 7 wins and 4 draws after 28 games, and 7 times 4 is 28. 28 is the 7th triangular number. And Phillip was involved in this as well. So he always is these days. Good old Phillip, Mr. Vampire. West Ham stayed on 10 draws and 6 losses. Prince Phillip was born the 10th of June, 10-6. You think, oh, that's random? Well, look at the league. It's not. I said yesterday, Wolves would beat Villa. They did. I said there was an amazing riddle for Chelsea to lose to Brentford. They did. I said Man United would draw with Leicester. That's what happened. I said today that West Ham would win at home. And they did against Everton. I said Celtic would beat Rangers away, and they did. Because this week I had the riddles. I had the connections. And when you get them right, it all connects. It all connects. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I haven't looked into this game, but it's freaking interesting. Smoggy, by the way, amazing. He said West Ham United 16 wins, 9 draws, like 169, the 13th triangular number. Amazing stuff. I've just seen this now. I almost spat out my fig roll here, guys. A cheeky fig roll. I've just seen Spurs equalised after 43 minutes on 4-3. Ben Davies. Then he went number 3. Let me double check. It was 43 minutes, yeah? And Fabian Schär opened the scoring after 39. 4 everywhere, guys. 4 is everywhere. Ben Davies scores 4 minutes after. It's just a joke. Amber, wait, my wrestling video is going to be, it's going to be in my top 5. Because wrestling is the most satanic industry in the world. It destroys Hollywood and the porn industry or whatever. Wrestling, when you really study it, the rituals. Do you remember when The Undertaker crucified Stephanie McMahon? Remember that? I'm not going to go through the wrestling stuff. I don't want to give it all away. But my boy Red Pill Monkey, who's watching now, a legend, he sent me a lot of incredible images that back up what I say about wrestling. He said he hasn't watched wrestling for decades. And he said, my knowledge of wrestling is incredible, which it is. because I was a diehard fan. In my late 20s, I would go to the Staples Center to watch WWE live events. I remember going with my brother George. Much love to you, George, if you're watching. I went to Leeds when I was in England visiting, or maybe I was living there for 6 months. We went to Leeds to watch live events, and we had a good time together because it is entertaining. There's no denying it. It's world wrestling entertainment, but it's so satanic. So many rituals and sacrifices in that industry. And all the women, the divas are men. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, China, the list goes on. Who's going to win Sevilla Barcelona? Didn't look. I don't have time to look into every single game. Like, in reality, I don't need to even code every day for sports. But I do it for my community. But I can't respond to everybody who says, can you check this game? I want to be at the point where you watch my videos, you read my content, you learn from me, that you can do your own code. What you could even do, people on my Patreon, the ones that really love sports, because there's some phenomenal coders, Ngombe, Ryan, Smoggy, Flinney. I'm missing some out. Chuck, who's just come back. There's a load of them. What you guys should figure out doing is sharing your phone numbers with each other, and you don't always have to go through the illusion. You can have a chat, make friends. It's a community. Okay? Maybe what I'll do a post later. If you want to share your phone number here, you can communicate with each other. I'm going to be setting up a group Zoom call. I'm not sure whenever I can have time. There's a big demand. 29 people want to take part in it, but I don't want that amount in the live. Not in the live, in the video. It's too many. I want about 5 to 8. Cheeky 58. And didn't your boy Bowen score after 58 minutes for West Ham? And if Elizabeth dies 520, she dies 58 weeks. On the nose after Prince Phillip, and Freemasonry's 58 in Gematria. And Pope Francis, and 5 plus 8 gets you 13. Like, it's 13 Illuminati bloodlines. Like, there should be 13 months in the year, not 12. These lying bastards. Your work is important because it helps open our eyes. Again, thank you. So somebody, again, hammered me for my logo, not my logo, my intro. Story behind my intro. I love my intro with the eye opening, because for me, being illuminated is about knowledge, about opening your third eye by seeing through the bullshit. Okay? And that intro that I have, much love to a kid called Diego. I'm not going to say his full name. Oh, that cat again. Much love to Diego. He came up with it. I'm not very good on the computer. He said, your work's amazing. You're going to get a big following. This is when I had next to no following. He said, let me create an intro for you because it's going to help. Because he said, your work's so good, but the way you present it is pretty bad, Mr. Adam. I was like, you're right. Because all I was doing, I was basically putting my work on a PowerPoint and reading off each slide. But now little things like the intro and the thumbnails, I didn't even know how to do a thumbnail at the beginning. And the thumbnail is so important. The title's so important. I'm learning that as I become a content creator. Hate that term, content creator, but I guess I create content. We're all conscious creators, guys. Guys, what should I do about this cat? I'm a pretty calm guy, but this cat's pissing me off now. This will be the last time I do this, but I've got to get rid of this cat. I've got to get rid of the cat. I'll be back, okay? You can have a conversation amongst yourself in the chat. Cat now. I apologize for that, guys. I apologize, but oh man, it's a Sunday, man. I worked my ass off. I don't need a freaking cat just 43 in the live as I come back on 4-3, baby. Okay, sorry about that. I know it's very rude what I just did to get up and get rid of the cat, but again, guys, sometimes in your life, something's pissing you off. Do something about it. Stop bitching. Just do something about it. I got rid of that cat now. Not hat, cat in the hat. All right, I'm going to tell you how gullible people are. Create a Discord so paid Patreon can be part of. Maybe I will do that. I might create that just for you guys. I'm not going to promise I'll be in it, the Discord, because I've told you the word diss is like to criticize somebody, and a lot of people criticize people. I don't want to set up a Discord where there's people in the Patreon having a go at each other. But Ryan, you said this, and Smoggy, you said this. It's like, I would love it if they just got together, put in their codes, shared them, and then do whatever it is you want to do. Be smart. I always talk about cashing out. I always talk about covering yourself, which brings me to my next point. Maybe the cat does want to get involved with the live stream. I don't know. But I feel more relaxed now the cat's gone. But it wakes me up. Like at 4 a.m., the cat's making that noise. Where I'm living right now, I've given up so much. I gave up this absolutely beautiful house with an ocean view and everything you can imagine. I gave it up for this journey, which I was explaining to Cormac yesterday. I won't go too deep into it. And now I'm living in an apartment, which is not the lifestyle I've been used to my whole life. So sometimes in the morning, I feel like I live on a fucking farm. I get woken up by chickens. Fucking the dogs are barking at the chickens. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. 3 of you going at it. Stop, man. And this is early doors as well. I guess it gets me up early. So like today I got up early and I went on my bike. I do love going on my bike, stretching out the old Simon pegs, the old legs. I do like Cockney slang. But the coming at it just, you know, with dogs, like once one goes, they all go. And it always seems to be the little whippet that starts it off. That, like, okay, I can kind of put up with that. And then the big ass dog comes out and then the other, oh God, at my head, like boom, boom. So I put my headphones in. I'm like, can't they shut the fuck up, man? But I guess I gave up my luxury house in a gated community to live in like not a particularly nice area. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Get what you pay for, baby. Football is rigged, yeah. All the sports are rigged. So let me discuss basketball here. Let me discuss basketball. Oh, okay. The neighbors, wait. Oh, I'll keep talking. All right, so yesterday, the Utah Jazz played the Golden State Warriors, okay? And Golden State Warriors didn't have Steph Curry. Guy born on Pi Day, March the 14th. Steph, like Stephanie. She's female. So Utah Jazz were killing it the whole game against the Warriors. Killing it. Up 18 in the fourth quarter, okay? This is the Jazz, one of the best teams in the league, according to how they promote the NBA. It's all rigged, but they've got Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Conley, Bogdanovic, this, that, and the other. They were up 18 in the fourth quarter against the Warriors, who don't have Steph, their superstar, all right? And they lost. They were minus 1,000 to win the game, Utah. I think you could have got Golden State Warriors at like 20-1, plus 2,000 or something to win. And they won. They went on an 18-0 run in the fourth. Utah didn't score a point in 6 minutes. And Golden State Warriors scored 18 in a row and won the game. So I'm going to read out I shared the highlights on my Patreon to show you this is why you cash out on the NBA. If your team's up by about 10 or 12 and get a really good cash out, you take it or you cover yourself. I told people to do that. When I used to gamble, if my team was up big at the half, I would either take the money or I would get on the other team at like plus 600 to win it, a small amount, or I would get on like the spread, like plus 10, and maybe I'd win both bets, which I did so often. I'd win the money line bet and I would win the bet in play for the team to cover. And if my money line bet lost, at least the cover bet came in. So I tried to tell people that, because that's smart betting. It's not you being a pussy or weak or not having faith in the code. It's you being smart. And some people listened, some people didn't. Again, it's up to them. Right, let me read out some of the comments from this video from these fans who are just completely under mind control. All right, here we go. The Jazz give this win away. This is fair. I don't understand that. They passed to Gobert for a buzzer-beating triple shot. So Gobert's like the 7-foot giant, and they threw the ball to him for the three-pointer, who doesn't take three-point shots, when they have Donovan Mitchell and Conley, who do, and Bogdanovic. I witnessed this. What a time to be alive, okay? This is how pathetic these people are at this point. Jazz definitely have some internal issues. Mitchell didn't pass to Gobert several times when he was deep in the post or wide open. Why do you think he didn't pass? Because they wasn't allowed to score. All this is possible with good defense. So how come for the first 3 quarters they got absolutely hammered and then suddenly they've got good defense? Wake up, people, man. Imagine if Clay played like this on Curry's return. They're going to be world beaters. Klay Thompson is a massive Jesuit, and his three-point shots are an absolute joke. All the Utah players choked. Like, this was so intense. Somebody said Utah kept passing up layups for three-point shots. Never made sense. At least this person has a bit of common sense. Warriors finally get a win. This is why I'm kind of done with sports, this type of shit. It's a joke. The Clippers have come back like, what, 3 times this year when being down 25? It should never, ever, ever happen at this level if it was real. So, yeah. All Utah had to do was play the ball through their center, but had no guards wanting to play hero. Why were the Warriors players always open in the last 6 minutes? So I'm not going to keep reading every comment, but this is my point at this point. It's completely rigged. That game didn't need gematria, although Warriors went on an 18-0 run, and Jazz in gematria gets you 18 and 2 ciphers. So does IHS, the Society of Jesus. But my point is, it's getting to a point now, guys, where you don't even need me or gematria to show you how rigged it all is. 6 out of the last 7 NFL games were decided by 3 points. Guys, the cat's come back. I'm going to leave it, but the cat just came back. Like, has this cat got magic powers? I locked the door. How's the cat got back? I'm going to have to type in the word cat. It's funny that Michael Jordan's nickname was the Black Cat. Black Cat's connected to Magic, and he played for the Wizards. Not an accident, is it? All right, let's see what cat is. I've never put that in. Of course, cat gets you 6. Does cat really get you 21? Like Sunday? Like how West Ham won 2-1 and Celtic won 2-1? And fucking cat gets you 21? Pissing me off in my live way of talking heavily about 21. That's just brilliant. Cat 21. It's meant to be doing that right now. I'm being tested. Maybe my patience is being tested here. And I'm failing right now, aren't I? I'm definitely failing. Yeah, the NBA coaches are definitely handlers. Pretty much every NBA coach was a player. Steve Kerr, Nash, Monty Williams. The list goes on. I don't think Frank Vogel, I'm not sure. But he has some real satanic numbers, Vogel. A guy born on 21-6, and 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Why is there no super chat? I don't even know what super chat is, brother. I don't even know what that is. People are telling me, Illusion, you should charge people for your lives and make them private. I said, no, I won't do that. I want people to get this knowledge. I'm not going to charge people to listen to my lives. I will do, when I do the Zoom things, I will, but not the lives. The YouTube lives, I'll always do them for free. I don't care if I have 100,000 subs, I'll do them for free. Euro 2008, top goal scorer, David Villa. World Cup 2010 winners, Spain. Euro 2012, top goal scorer, Mario Gomez. World Cup 2014 winners, Germany. Euro 2016, top goal scorers, Griezmann. World Cup was France, 2018. Euro 2020, top scorer, Ronaldo. You think Portugal win the World Cup? I think England. Alice in Wonderland. Maybe the cat's trying to tell you something. No, the cat is trying to get in next door because it's the neighbor's cat. The cat probably wants some milk or something. That's all that cat wants. A little bit of milk. Should I give it some milk? No, because then it'll come back. Then it's going to keep meow, meow. It's going to want milk all the time, isn't it, if I give it milk now? It's the thing with cats. Would she give him something? Like, we'll be back every day. Can I have some more milk? No, you can't, mate. Piss off. The 2005 Championship playoff final between West Ham and Preston is when I first thought football was fixed. Didn't David Moyes coach Preston as well, and now he's coaching West Ham? Then he used to coach Preston. That's where David Beckham went on loan when he first started off. He went to Preston, which is in Lancashire. Super chat, people can donate during live. You should do it, then adopt the cat. I'll look into the super chat. If people want to donate, I'd appreciate it. I know there's so many mega rich people in the world. There's a lot of people that struggle with money. Yeah, but if people want to donate and support the cause, absolutely. I do put my heart and soul into this, but I'm not doing it purely for money at all. Ronaldo's nickname is the GOAT, and the GOAT is Lucifer. Yeah, I think basically all of the GOATs, Ronaldo, Messi, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Brady, they're called the GOATs because they sold their souls to the Baphomet, to the devil. Tie a can on a tail. No, I don't like cat. It's funny how cats walk. They walk like they're so sexy, cats, don't they? They wiggle their little butts. It's so funny with the way they walk. I prefer dogs to cats. Absolutely. Like, I'm not that fond of cats. Never had a cat. My family always had dogs. I'll never forget a dog we had called Benito. Amazing dog. And now we have a dog called Benji, but I live the other side of the world now. I want to see Benji the dog, take him for a walk, go to Northcliffe Park, play football, play tennis, hopefully get some good weather. A friend called Stacy, she said she's going to cook for me. She said her favorite drink's tequila, so I'll buy her a bottle of tequila. Her food looks amazing. She was like, I said, can you cook? She was like, yeah, I'm quite good. And then she sent me photos. I was like, oh my God, you look like a gourmet chef. Like, that food looks incredible. And the annoying thing, which is typical, she sent me the images when I was fucking starving. She sent me all these images of amazing food. Cupcakes were on there, fish dishes, all sorts of stuff. Pasta, my favorite food. I was like, oh, really? I'm absolutely fucking ravenous here. And you send me these photos. New World Order will begin when Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or. When's he going to win that? They want to basically have the New World Order by 2030, which might explain why the Rams became 2 and 3 in Super Bowls, like 23, like 2030 is 23, like how they got 23 points in that Super Bowl. When Jesus separated sheep from goats, being a sheep was a good thing and goat was bad. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I get that. But sheep, they walk to the slaughter, don't they? That's what sheep do. That's why we call people sheep. Well, obviously because they follow each other. Like, they flock together. But they walk to the slaughterhouse, the sheep. And I think a lot of people are doing that right now and oblivious to it. Hey, Lady Hawk. Toss a little water on the cat. It's not harmful, but it's effective. Okay. A little bit of water on the little catty. I'm being a bit disrespectful here on a Sunday, guys. I'm being a bit loud, but I guess it's 10:43. It's not like super early, is it? A way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I believe so. I think food is truly sacred. I'm not playing along with Agenda 30 where they want us to be eating insects and stop eating meat and all the stuff that they're pushing. Nobody should be able to tell you what you put inside your body, ever. Mbappe can get it at the age of 23 or next year in 2023 as he synced with Jordan. Yeah, you mentioned this before, mate. It's really good that syncs you've put together with 23. Kylie Mbappe. Just a joke. My sheep know my voice. You have sheep, mate? That's amazing. Oh, wait. Right, Rough Bastards. Rough Bastards has sheep. Do they talk to you and say, Rough Bastards, I want a drink, mate? Is that what they say to you when they talk to you? Bastard. All right, sorry for that. That was a pretty weak joke, but it made me laugh in my head. Sunday, yes, Sun. What do you think about scripture then, guys? Do you think it's all playing out? Do you think it's the elite fulfilling prophecy that they wrote? Or do you think it's God playing all this prophecy out right now? I read about Jesus' death on 4-3. Spurs are 3-1 up. Matt Doherty, Son. How many goals recently after 54 minutes as well, guys? Somebody told me that Son would score. Give me a good code. So I hope they won. Where am I looking with Jesus' death? It's very interesting. Jesus died on a Friday, April the 3rd, 33 AD, at age 33, according to an investigation which matches his death to an earthquake. And I found another 13 here. The investigation from the International Geology Review looked at earthquake activity around the Dead Sea, which is around, guess how many miles from Jerusalem? 13, guys. Just know the word Jerusalem has USA in the middle of it as well, like the United States of America. I think that's very interesting. What else does it say? The Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, says that as Jesus lay dying on the cross, an earthquake shook the area, scattering graves and making the sky go dark. I wonder if this is connected to all the blackouts we're going to have. Probably this year. Now researchers have looked at textual accounts, geological records, and astronomical date to find the most likely date of Jesus' death. It's 4-3, I think. Jesus Christ is 43 as well. So yeah, crazy stuff. Oh, that means then, with all the threes we always talk about and how big that number is, today is the 3rd day of the year. And that's when Jesus died. Oh my God, it's just hit me on the 13-month calendar. Today's the 3rd day of the year, and Jesus died 4-3. That 33 and 33 AD. So yeah, I guess 33 is clearly a massive number connected to Jesus. And the spine, there's 33 vertebrae in your spine. Imagine your life without your spine functioning properly. How sacred your spine is. Christianity ended in AD 70. Jesuits playing God using revelation as playbook counterfeits their religion. I think you're right about that. I think I agree with that. They're fulfilling their scripture at the moment, I think. Through their calendar, through their numbers. We can stop it. We can stop it if we stop playing along with their system, their rituals. Yes, they won't listen to a voice of a stranger. They say don't talk to strangers, don't you? You say that to your kids, don't talk to strangers. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because how do you feel about don't talk to strangers? I love talking to strangers. You think there's a certain age where that stops applying? Why do people say that? Because they're going to get kidnapped, this, that, and the other, through fear? Don't talk to strangers. What do you think about that? I think you should talk to as many people as you can. I watched your semen retention video earlier. That shit was amazing. I've been on it for a couple of years. Wow, mate. Incredible stuff. Many relapses, but I can see myself being on it forever unless I want to have any kids. Mate, that is absolutely mind-blowing stuff that you've been doing it for years. I'm glad that the video inspired you. What you on about, man? In regards to what? I think I'm very clear when I speak. We're all strangers. Yeah, I guess. Strangers in the night. I don't think that there will be any World Cup winners after this year. Russia will attack it. I said this will be the last World Cup about a year ago. I said there's a good chance it'll be the last one. I said if there's a new world order, there's going to be no countries. And if there's no countries, there's no World Cup, there's no Olympics. LeBron and Kobe are robots. I don't know, mate. Papa, did you know that LeBron James was born in the same hospital as Steph Curry in Akron? Did you know that? And what are the chances of that? Two of the greatest players to ever play the game were born in the same hospital. Think that's a coincidence? I don't think so. If you watch my Kobe Bryant videos and LeBron videos and Michael Jordan videos, you'll see the numbers I put together. It's not a coincidence Michael Jordan was drafted in '84, the year LeBron James was born. It's not a coincidence that LeBron was drafted 26-6 like Kobe and Pope Francis the 266 Pope, and they're both connected. It's not a coincidence that LeBron was born 6 years and 130 days after Kobe, and 613 is the 112th prime, and the Jesuits operate in 112 nations, and mathematics is 112. So it's not a coincidence that Kobe died at 41 with his 13-year-old daughter, and LA gets you 41 and 13, and 41's the 13th prime. It's also not a coincidence Kobe retired in April, which we now know is the 13th month, and he retired on the 13th day of April. There was 9 people in the helicopter crash. Sure there was. Absolute nonsense. So you can laugh and say this, that, and the other about the stuff that I do, but you're obviously new to my stuff. I've never seen you in the chat before. Don't test me on Kobe Bryant and LeBron James numbers, mate. You think it's a coincidence that the Lakers and LeBron won the NBA Finals the year that Kobe and Gianna died, and they won Game 6 to win the NBA Finals on National Father-Daughter Day? And Kobe and his daughter died January the 26th day of 2020. Gianna wore number 2. Kobe 24, 2 plus 24 is 26. Bryant gets you 26, born in Philadelphia, 101 the 26th prime. Do you think it's a coincidence that Kobe's highest scoring game was 81 points and his full name's 81? And he got in his 666 game where he scored 66.6% of the Lakers' points. And the game was on 1-2-2, and the Lakers scored 122 points. You think it's a coincidence the last shot he ever made in the NBA was over number 41, and he got taken out with 4.1 seconds on the clock, and his name's 41, and he died at 41, and LA's 41? You think it's a coincidence he died in 2020, and he played 20 years in the NBA? Think all that stuff's coincidental? Do you think it's a coincidence that Kobe Bean Bryant gets you 135? And he won 135 playoff games, and he was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame by Michael Jordan on the 135th day of 2021. Think that's a coincidence, mate? Keep going. You want me to keep going? I don't need to. I have 41 people in the live when I'm talking about this stuff. Don't test me, mate. Laughing that I'm talking shit. You don't have a clue. Kobe has died, mate. What you on about? All right. Okay, sure he is. Sure he did. Sure, he died 157 days after his birthday, and his name's 157, Kobe Bryant. Sure, that's what happened. Sure, he died the day that he was on his way back from Catholic Mass, and he dies on a Sunday. Sure, his pilot took flight in the helicopter when LAX closed down for the day because of the weather. Sure, the Grammys was taking place at the Staples Center where Kobe spent 20 years the day he died. Sure, that was all coincidental. Sure, Kobe Bryant died with his daughter. Kobe dies at 41. His daughter dies at 13. 41 plus 13 is 54. Kobe Bean Bryant gets you 54. Jesuit order gets you 54. Don Shula died on 5/4, 99 days after Kobe died. California was founded 9/9. The NFL season began on 9/9, 99 days before the Pope's birthday. Super Bowl 56, both quarterbacks wore the number 9 jersey. The last major play in the Super Bowl was by number 99, Aaron Charles Donald. You want me to keep going? And you think these people died here? Think Princess Diana died, a middle named Frances, and she died in France? You think she died under a tunnel because she saw a car had been hit into a wall, a tunnel? You think she died? That proved it? Or you see a helicopter that's crashed? You think that means that the people inside the helicopter were Kobe and Gianna? You think Tiger Woods was involved in that crash in Los Angeles, which was all connected to the Bengals getting to LA to play in the Super Bowl? Tiger crashed. That's why the Bengals lost the Super Bowl. One of the reasons why. Tiger Woods. Nobody witnessed it. Mate, you need to wake the fuck up before you start calling out my work. Who wins the title this year? Liverpool, I think, wins the title. And I think the Champions League is between Bayern Munich and Liverpool. Liverpool could win all 4 trophies. They could definitely win all 4 trophies. Bayern Munich have the riddle with the Illuminati because the Illuminati were founded in Bavaria in Germany, and that is where Bayern Munich play. In Bavaria, they're called the Bavarians. So they have a really good riddle. There's all sorts of Illuminati riddles. What about in 2020 when Kobe died? The 2020 Champions League final was played on Kobe Bryant's birthday, August the 23rd. It was between Paris Saint-Germain and between Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won that game 1-0, winning goal, Kingsley Coman. King, like King Charles, is going to be replacing Elizabeth this year. He's French. Okay? Tuchel was coaching for Paris Saint-Germain, and then he got signed by Chelsea on 1/2/6. The anniversary of Kobe dying. And they played Leicester in the FA Cup final. Who's Leicester's head coach? Brendan Rodgers. When was he born? 1/2/6. January the 26th, Brendan Rodgers was born. The guy who took part in the ritual as Liverpool head coach, where he blew a lead, because it's all ritual. And then he later got rewarded, didn't he? Won the FA Cup with Leicester against Chelsea, which I decoded way into the tournament. I think after the 4th round, I said Leicester will win the FA Cup in a Kobe Bryant riddle. And that's exactly what happened. Tillemans got the winning goal, didn't he? The guy from Belgium. And as far as I'm aware, they have a royal family, just like the Dutch, just like the Danish. Okay, I've told you how Prince Phillip is from Danish royal family. That's why Christian Eriksen, whose middle name is Daneman, had a cardiac arrest on 14/2. Now he was born 14/2 on Valentine's Day. And when did he have his cardiac arrest? The 12th of June. How can you write that date? 1/2/6. It's a joke. It's a joke, okay? You are too obsessed. No, I'm not obsessed, mate. I'm just really good at what I do. I'm not obsessed. But I've just basically shut your mouth, haven't I? So you're going to just say I'm obsessed? No, I'm just good at what I do. Also, Neymar Jr. did a huge tribute to Kobe's death, more than anyone else in world football. So you like Brazil for the World Cup? I love England, but I do think they will beat a South American team, either Argentina or Brazil. Can you post the Celtic decode in the comments once the stream is done? Let's see if I can do it. I don't know the characters in regards to how many characters I can have when I put a comment in the chat. Let's try it out. Never done this before, but we'll give it a go. But what I'll do, I'll put it in the description if this doesn't work. No, it's way too long. I'll put it in the description afterwards for you. I wish I could post it on Twitter, but they give you a character limit, don't they? Portugal and Argentina win their group, so you could see Ronaldo and Messi play each other. That's not happening. I don't think they'll have them play each other. But you never know. They did, didn't they, with Juventus and Barca? But I don't think they're going to have Messi up against Ronaldo. Portugal, they've not even made it yet, have they? I know Ronaldo won the Euros in 2016 by beating France. And he went through the humiliation ritual 12 years before, when Portugal lost to Greece in the Euro 2004 final, when that tournament was in Portugal. But I'm sure he didn't care, because he knew down the line he was going to win the Euros. And I read something on I think it was Instagram. Right, Daniel Pereira. This is a quote from Daniel Pereira, who plays for Portugal. 2 minutes from the end, this is referring to Ronaldo. He's talking about Ronaldo here. 2 minutes from the end, he comes to drink on the bench and he says to us, "Don't worry, we will win." I looked at the stadium screen. It was the 88th minute. I thought, what? Well, I didn't say anything. But in the end, we won 2-1, of course, 21. He scored 2 goals in the 89th and 96th minute. So Ronaldo's gone up to his teammates after 88 minutes saying, "Don't worry, guys, we're still going to win this game." He knew. He's some sort of magician, Ronaldo. They always say he's out of this world. He's not from this realm. He's a machine. Whatever they say about Ronaldo. He's gone up and basically said, "Don't worry about it. We're still going to win this game." And he scores 2 goals, 89th minute and 96. Of course, 96. Originally, we told 96 people died at Hillsborough. Euro 96 was staged in England. Queen's going to die at age 96. Big number, 96, isn't it? Very big number. Is there any significance in Liverpool getting to 20 titles? Yeah, because they're going to match Man United with 20, I think. So there's your 22. I think United have 20 league titles, don't they? And Liverpool have 19. Liverpool are going to win the league, mate. Put your money on them. It's not necessarily Kobe, it's the number of rituals. It is. It's not Kobe, it's the numbers connected to Kobe. Kobe's connected to revelation. Is massively connected to revelation. That's why he's connected to Pope Francis, who's connected to revelation. Telling you, look out for the Golden Gate Bridge to come down in San Francisco, connected to Papa Francisco, Pope Francis. And look out for the Warriors to win the NBA, the team that wears blue and yellow, just like the Rams won the Super Bowl wearing blue and yellow, just like Chelsea won the Champions League wearing blue and yellow. Oh, and by the way, what did I say after Shane Warne died, the cricketer, the famous Australian cricketer? I told you all in a live, Australia women will win the World Cup. They won it today. So that's another future I got right. People in my community won a lot of money. I said it would all be connected to Shane Warne's death, Australia winning the World Cup, and they did today. Who did they beat? England. So England seem to be losing in major finals, don't they? Like they lost the Euro final. It's because the Queen's dying this year. About to be replaced by Prince Charles, who will become King Charles. And how I told you how Will Smith, the ritual involving him, was connected to the Queen. Remember, Will Smith's 53. Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 53. Italy win the Euros 53 years after they last won it. Combined jersey numbers of Saka, Rashford and Sancho gets you 53. 53, the 16th prime. It was the 16th Euros. So the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I told you how Satan is known as the Prince of Air. And then Will Smith basically wins his first Oscar in 2022 for his portrayal of King Richard. So the prince became the king. I told you how the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, guys, like I said, is connected to Satan. And he slapped Chris Rock, Christ the Rock. So it was basically Satan slapping Jesus. That whole thing. It's a joke. And who sponsored the Oscars? Pfizer. And Will Smith's wife has alopecia, even though she doesn't. She just shaved her head. And now Pfizer are investing in trials for alopecia. Can you not see the mockery? The goddamn mockery of what they do. What's the deal with the number 8? In numerology, it gets you 9, which is the number of completion because it's the last single digit number. The number 9 is used 49 times in the Bible as well. It explains why Prince Phillip died on 4/9 at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. United not getting top 4. It doesn't look like it at this point, but you never know. I haven't looked too deep into it. How many points are they on? Oh my, Emerson Royal just scored for Tottenham. Emerson Royal, like the royal family, to make the score 4-1. How often do I talk about 41? Told you how 4-1 is actually the first day of the year. And then this guy, last name Royal, he scores after 63 minutes. 2016, guys, when Ronaldo won the Euros, when LeBron won the NBA Finals and was the Finals MVP. 2016, the 63rd try. Kobe Bryant retired in 2016. This Royal guy scores after 63 minutes. It's absolutely laughable. It's laughable. 5 shots on target for Spurs. So they've had 5 shots on target and scored 4. Who's in goal for Newcastle? Stevie Wonder, who wasn't ever even blind. That was a shot. Have you seen the video where Stevie Wonder catches a ball from distance? Pretty good for a guy who was supposedly blind. The mockery is off the charts. It really is. What result would you put the money on between Liverpool and City? Liverpool to win. I don't know what score. I'll have to look at the tables. I would say Liverpool win. Obviously, if they don't win that, it's pretty much season over, isn't it? In the league, Man City will take it if Man City win. Liverpool win that game, in my opinion. Do you believe in synchronization in time? 100%. I believe in synchronization. I truly believe in this universe that is basically operated through numbers. And then the occult created the English language in the 16th century. I do love English. I think words are incredibly powerful and can make or break a person's day. But I think numbers are basically how this world revolves. Think what you need for numbers to tell the time, to understand how much money you have, to basically do what I'm doing now with the YouTube Live. It's all about numbers. Architecture, buildings needs numbers. It's incredibly important to be aware of these numbers. And the more you become aware of them, the more the universe communicates with you. It communicates with me every day. Okay? It does. Through numbers. Would not be surprised if a black player scores the winning goal for England in the final. Yeah, it's probably going to be Saka. Saka will probably get the winning goal because he missed the decisive penalty. He missed it at age 19, didn't he? 19, the 19-year moon cycles. 9/11 was 19 years before coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. The Falklands War and the economic crash was 19 years before 9/11. 19 years after 2020 is going to be 2039, 239, the 52nd prime. I said the Queen's going to die on 520. 23 is the 9th prime. That's why Michael Jordan won number 23 for the Bulls and number 9 for the US in the Olympics. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, and your boy Stevie Wonder, he caught a microphone on stage as well. This guy, man, is very impressive for a blind guy. They fucking bullshitted us our whole lives, even with things like that. The mockery, and enough's enough. I'll keep exposing this deception because something is guiding me at the moment. That's helping me to do this. No way Portugal wins the World Cup. England or Argentina are winning. Portugal have a chance in 2026. The Simpsons predicted Portugal. Fuck the Simpsons as well. The Simpsons predicted the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. How did that work out? What they're going to do now with the Simpsons, people like me have clocked on to the fact that the Simpsons was all about predictive programming. And they did foreshadow so many things. They foreshadowed COVID. They foreshadowed Donald Trump becoming the president. They have foreshadowed previous Super Bowl winners and exact scores. They've foreshadowed so much in the Simpsons. But what they're going to start doing now with that show is they're going to put a lot of bullshit to tease people. Because they're smart now. They're aware that people see through what they're doing. The Simpsons as well. The Simpsons. Blue and yellow, which those colors are everywhere at the moment. Stevie Wonder admitted he can see in an interview, did he? Have you seen the interview after David Bowie dies? And basically David Bowie is pretending to be somebody else in the interview. He never died. I wish I could share the link. That's the mockery. That's why the guy who was pretending to be David Bowie's like agent said, when David died, a part of me died. And he started laughing. Why would you laugh if that was real? Because the character David Bowie died. The character Kobe Bryant died. The character Prince died. The character Tupac died. The character Kurt Cobain died. All right? Not the person playing them. And I show it with the numbers every single fucking day. That these people are probably not actually dying and then playing the role of other people. The world's a stage. Some people play more roles than others. Famous quote. I heard that Stevie Wonder said he enjoyed watching TV. He probably did. He probably did. It's scandalous. Have you ever used subliminals? No. They cause all disease and sell you something that doesn't totally work and makes you sick in a whole new way. Yep. The pharmaceutical industry is $1 billion industry. They want you to be sick. Just like a mechanic wants your car to be damaged. Just like a restaurant owner wants you to be hungry. The pharmaceutical industry does not care about our health at all. In any capacity. The justice system does not care about justice. It doesn't. It should be called the injustice system. It's run by Masons. That's why they get away with everything. So they run the justice system, they run the banking system, they run the education system, although there's many incredible teachers. The Rockefellers invested in the public education system in 1903. They dictate what teachers teach in general, depending on the school and the flexibility. Again, most people have never heard of the Rockefellers, but they've heard of the Kardashians. The first stone laid at the Pentagon was 9/11, 1941. Wow. What about George Bush Sr.'s speech that he gave 9/11, 1990, and then 21 years exactly, we have 9/11, where his son was the president. What are the chances of that, eh? What are the chances of that? Characters die on the world stage, yet people from gematria community believe in sacrifices. No, this is my opinion, that the lower end people, like the guy who just died from The Wanted, like a boy band from England, relatively successful. It's not like it was a One Direction member or a Beatles member. They get taken out by a code, in my opinion. I don't think the top elite stars go out. I definitely don't think Kobe died at 41, especially the work that I've done on it. So this is what they do. Like, there's that shade of gray. It's not black and white. The answer's usually in the gray. I think some of them do get sacrificed. And I think some of them, the character dies to take this energy harvesting. And then they play a different role on the world stage. Again, it all comes down to opinion. None of us truly know if people are being sacrificed. But how many times do you hear celebrities say, I sacrificed so much to get where I am? You think they're talking about family life or having to go to the gym or their diet? You think that's what they're referring to? Or how so many times with these celebrities, one of the family members die and then a few weeks after they win an award or get a major role or score a hat trick right after a family member dies. And then they always have to get interviewed. I just want to thank my late grandmother for this. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have got this award. It's like, that's what Kanye West said when he signed his record deal. He said, if I didn't sign this record deal, my mum would still be alive. And anytime he gets interviewed about his mum, he breaks down in tears, like so much distress, because he probably gave up his mum for that contract. And you sign your soul away. So many musicians have said, I signed my soul to the devil. I basically gave up my soul for this contract. Con. Prefix con. You know what a con artist is? Conceive, conceal, contract, condescending. List goes on with con. Converse. I'm not talking about the sneakers. Real Madrid takes the Champions League versus Bayern or Liverpool. Good luck with that. You do know that Real Madrid are currently on 13 European Cups. I don't think they're coming off that when 13's been so strong. Matt Stafford wins the Super Bowl in what was his 13th season. It was on the 13th day of February. Loads of 13s, 13 Illuminati bloodlines. I don't think Real Madrid are coming off 13, but I could be wrong. Because they could get the 14th and Super Bowl 56 had 43 points, the 14th prime. Yeah, you contract a disease. You've got to break down these words. Words are powerful. Words are like swords. That's why if you put the S at the front, you get sword. Words can cut. I say that a lot. Conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy is another good one. And what about all these conspiracies? Remember when the New World Order was a conspiracy? And it still is. Even though you've had George Bush talk about a New World Order, we've recently had Biden talk about a New World Order. But it's a coincidence that, not a coincidence, it's a conspiracy. The New World Order is a conspiracy, is it? What about the last line of John Lennon's Imagine song, and the world will live as one? You don't think that's anything to do with a one world government? That is their anthem, guys. Imagine. Imagine there's no countries. Again, if there's no countries, bye-bye to your World Cup, bye-bye to your Champions League, bye-bye to your Olympics. I hope that does happen. Screw these professional sports. They're a joke. I don't care if I lose a lot of Patreons because I won't be called in sports if they don't exist. I guess if sports don't exist, probably get rid of social media anyway. I've told you, if they get their New World Order, they don't need to distract the masses with sports, with politics, with anything. They'll get what they want. So what about Winston Churchill? He used the term New World Order. He was obviously the Prime Minister during the wars. And he said this. Woodrow Wilson and Winston Churchill used the term New World Order to refer to a new period of history characterized by a dramatic change in world political thought and in the global balance of power after World War I and World War II. Biden recently said this. Joe Biden, the 46th president, whose son, Beau Biden, died at age 46. Sacrifice anybody? The word Catholic gets you 46. Remember, JFK was the first Catholic president of the United States of America, the 35th president, and he died at age 46. And the word Catholic is 35 and 46. So he said this, speaking about the implication of Russia's assault on Ukraine. He said, there's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it, and we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. George Bush said this. He said, we can see a new world order coming into view, a world in which there is a real prospect of a new world order. Okay? That was March the 6th, 1991. He also gave a speech 9/11/1990, talking about a new world order, which was at the time their fifth objective. A new world order can emerge a new era, freer from the threat of terror, stronger in the pursuit of justice, and more secure in the quest for peace. These people are sick in the head. They don't want peace and justice. They want complete power and control. So people still want to say a new world order is a conspiracy theory when multiple prime ministers and presidents have discussed it for decades, and it's a conspiracy theory. Wake the fuck up. It's not. They're telling you in plain sight. Look into Agenda 21 and Agenda 30, what they want from the world. Complete control, all in the name of sustainable energy and climate change and saving the environment. How dare you? How dare you? Shut up, Greta. You absolute muppet. So yeah, I'm done with people calling me a conspiracy theorist when I back up what I'm saying, because I actually put in the research. And my book's going to wake up a lot of people, and I'm really close to finalizing it now. I predict Edmonton Oilers, Boston Bruins Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, the underdog that barely makes the playoff beats the top 5 team in the league. Again, how often does that happen, especially in the MLS, Major League Soccer? Again, how often have I said this? MLS, 3-letter abbreviation. NFL, NBA, NHL, EPL, ATM. What's the other ones? Not ATM, what am I on about? What's the tennis one? I don't know, but the list goes on. These 3-worded abbreviations, because the Masons control all professional sports. All of them. What about threes in sports, eh? Threes in sports says I have 33 likes, which is hilarious. Sunday gets you 33. Jesus did at 33, all the 33s. All right, when you play darts, you get 3 darts, yeah? 3 strikes and you're out in baseball. You get 3 points for a win in football. The best shot in basketball is the 3-point shot. When you play 10-pin bowling, there's 3 holes in the ball. What else we got with the threes, man? Cricket, there's 3 wickets. Hockey, there's 3 periods. You not see how we're just being mocked? How big the number 3 is? And they show us that in sports. People just don't connect the dots. 3's a magic number, baby. It's not even with sports. I mean, automotive and all abbreviations are 3. Exactly. BMW is another one, 3. It's scandalous. What about the news? CNN, BBC, ITV, Fox. It's them. They run it all. Honestly, the Vanguards, BlackRock. These organizations you need to look into because they control everything. You think Pepsi and Coke are rivals? Among stakeholders are the Vanguards on both sides. Same with BlackRock. You think WWE and WCW were against each other? Look who invests in them. Wake up. Do you think these Premier League chairmen and coaches and stuff really care about who wins the stuff when they split the pot anyway in most of these leagues? Stop giving your energy to them. Stop watching them. Stop buying the jerseys. Stop having debates with your friends about who's the GOAT. When it's not about ability. So if it was, I would be playing. Simple as that. MGM, good. GMC. What about Black Lives Matter? BLM. I wonder who was behind that, eh? I wonder who was behind that. Disgraceful. USA, the KKK. K, the 11th letter of the alphabet. What's 3 times 11? 33. The KKK. Just Masons. It's so obvious when you learn this knowledge. You don't even need that Gematrinator calendar to do things like that. I picked up on these 3-worded abbreviations ages ago, and it woke up a lot of people. We could do a whole live about it. Yeah, the red, white, and blue, the 3 colors on the US flag. When I used to watch sports, and Bruins were actually my favorite team. Anyway, the 2019 second place Bruins lost to the last place in the league. Mickey Mouse Cup on St. Louis. It's a joke. Yeah, the Republic of Ireland, ROI. This is good. Keep them coming. Like, I have so many, but I want you guys to do it because it's fun. I have loads that I can just throw at you. So many that I could just pop out. But you guys do it. GMC, good. The 3 colors in the nations flag. What was it? The United Nations. What do you think United Nations means, guys? Uniting nations is a one world government. You unite nations to make a one world government. DVD, VHS. Good stuff. Second coming to Ronaldo at United means more coming of Jesus, and NWA is around the corner. Very possible. That's a good observation. Ronaldo, who signed for the Red Devils at age 18 and 18 years later re-signs at 36, and IHS gets you 18 and 2 ciphers and 36. IHS is the Society of Jesus. Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. I call him Clinaldo. I think the guy's a clone. What is he going to be playing until he's like 77? People will still call him the GOAT. The WHO is the good one. World Health Organization, the CDC, is another good one. MTV, music television. The World Economic Forum, WWE, AEW, TNA, all the wrestling industries go by those 3-word abbreviations. CIA, FBI. Could do it all day. All day, baby. All day and all night. It's a joke. What about DNA? I wonder who came up with the concept of DNA. Also in 2019, the Tampa Bay Lightning broke the record for most wins in a season. And Tampa Bay went back-to-back, and they say Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning went back-to-back, and we're told that lightning strikes twice. Just pure mockery, man. Told Satan fell out of the sky like a lightning bolt. That's why Gatorade's logo is that of a lightning bolt. And it's surrounded by all these professional sports franchises. What's the NFL? You'll see Gatorade everywhere. NBA, Gatorade everywhere. 007. Pretty much anyone who's played the role of James Bond has got Sir in front of the name. Which is a joke because they're all Masons. I was talking yesterday, I did a post about James Corden. I detest that guy. He's not funny. The guy from Gavin and Stacey is not funny. He's a prick. And now he's got his own talk show in the US. He does this carpool karaoke thing. Everyone thinks he's funny because they're programmed to think he's funny. I wonder what he gave up, who he sacrificed, what bloodline he's from, or she. Probably more likely she. I detest James Corden. with a real passion. Ukraine means UK reign. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, by the way, when Greece won the World Cup in 2004, I told you Prince Phillip was born in Greece and got exiled when he was a young child. Greece won the Euros in 2004. The captain was Zacharakis, who played for Leicester City, which connects to them winning the league in 2016, 12 years after. And there was a big headline calling him the King of Europe. So imagine if Prince Charles becomes the King of Europe. They do away with all the other royal family members from like Holland, etc., and he becomes the King of Europe. Would not shock me in the slightest. So, like you said, Ukraine, UK reign. UK, they got a tiny country, England, isn't it? But it's the home of Freemasonry that was founded in 1717. That's why you've had the best musicians from England. It's got the best football league in the world. You have the royal family there. Why so many people idolize England? And it's a tiny little country. So there's some sort of magic about that place, England. And I'm from England, as you can probably tell by my accent. James Corden's show airs at exactly 12:37 a.m. I just don't like the guy. I don't like him. I don't like any of these celebs, these inverts, these deceivers, these Luciferians, these con artists. And a lot of the talent comes from Satan anyway. It's not even theirs. It's the TV show Lucifer. Is like, what is your deepest, darkest desire? And he'll give you whatever he wants, but he'll come back and bite you in the ass. He's a Luciferian as well, the guy who plays Lucifer. What are the chances of that, eh? Yeah, and they're wearing Gatorade towels. Yeah, it's programming you because every symbol, number, and letter has a frequency to it. And they're trying to put certain numbers and symbols right in our face, and they've always done that. Basically, these symbols, numbers, and letters dictate our reality, and the ones that we keep our eye on and watch and surrounded by, it's all intentional to keep us on a low frequency. The whole change in the calendar was to keep us on a low frequency. Well, not anymore. I'm changing that. I'm on a really high frequency. I'm going to help other people. I've been going live for 1 hour and 42. Valentine's Day on 14.2. Everton born 14.2 has a cardiac arrest. And Valentine's Day is connected to hearts. How convenient, eh? London's not a city, it's a state. Yeah, London's also the financial capital of the world. It's a joke. Washington's like the political capital. You got basically Rome, the Vatican, the religious capital. They control all of this. Is Sir Alex a real person? Yeah, but he's Scottish Rite Freemason, high ranked, probably a magician, Sir Alex. The guy who said, I'm going to knock Liverpool off the perch, and he did that when Man United were an average team. It was like literally the equivalent of like a young Scottish manager coming to a team like, who's mid-table in the Premier League? Maybe we'll call it Villa or something. And then saying, I'm going to knock Man City off the perch or whatever. And then they go on to win. How many league titles did he win? I don't know how many. 13? I think he won 13. Did Fergie win 13? The guy who had a brain hemorrhage on 5-5 on May the 5th, and his last ever game he coached finished 5-5 against West Brom. And the word Satan gets you 55. And he coached the Red Devils. Can you not see this? I think it was a coincidence that Tom Brady was at Old Trafford the day Ronaldo broke the goal scoring record. No, it wasn't at all. Adam, check out James Corden's YouTube profile pic. All right, let me have a look. This guy, never found him funny. All right, James Corden. Female as well. A female. I was watching clips on Good Will Hunting yesterday. Oh my God, Good Will Hunt. Oh my God, thank you for this. This is a joke. You guys can do this yourself, guys. James Corden's YouTube channel is doing the one-eyed symbolism, and he has a purple background, and purple's the color of deception, the color of royalty, the color Francis wears, the color that most evil characters in Disney are, like Medusa. James Corden's YouTube channel, the fat twat, is doing that. The one-eyed symbolism, which I talk about all the time, guys, with a purple background. Somebody wants me to do a Tony Tell It Like It Is impression again. James Corden. He's got his own talk show. These guys who host the talk shows, late night, James Corden, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jonathan Ross, Graham Norton. These guys are, I don't know, wizards, witches, whatever you want to call them. They are handlers. They're high-ranked Masons for sure. So somebody wants me to do the Tony Tell It Like It Is. I'm not going to do it so loud, though. Let me think. I told you Ronaldo's the GOAT. I told you. That's as much as you're going to get from me because it really hurts my throat. Compare the photos of Shane Mosley, the boxer, from Serge Gnabry, the footballer from Bayern. What, you think it's the same person? Maybe. The Bible actually says not to trust someone who winks. Like, there's a football player called Harry Winks, who's a very mediocre footballer. He plays for Tottenham. He's called Harry Winks. He plays for England as well. Yeah, closing, like when somebody winks at you, it's very cheeky, isn't it? It can be like, some people like it. Girls might like it when you wink, although it's pretty cheesy. But do you remember when Rooney got sent off for kicking Ronaldo in the Euros, and then Ronaldo winked? Do you remember that? And they were both at Man United together. It's just hit me now. I just said that, guys, with 36 likes, and Ronaldo was born on the 36th day of the year and re-signed for Man United at age 36. 666, the 36 triangular number. 36 is 6 times 6. The Church of Satan was founded in 66 when England won the World Cup. Oh, God. Whew. Just this knowledge just coming out of my mouth. Just flies out sometimes. Just flies out. Yeah, my neighbors, I think they're going to make a complaint, man. I think they're going to make a complaint, but we'll see. Until it's one of those things, like, I'll keep doing it until they complain. When they complain, I'll have respect. How did Joe Theismann and Alex Smith both break their legs on the same day, same stadium, same yard line, 33 years apart? Magic is the answer to that. The answer is magic. Or they didn't break the leg unless you could visually see the snap. Remember when they told you Kobe Bryant snapped his Achilles, but then he still played in the game and was better than everyone on the court, even though he snapped his Achilles and he could still run and he was still dominating? What about when Michael Jackson? It's funny, MJ like Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan got food poisoning or something from eating pizza, was it? The night before a major game. And he said he didn't sleep. And he was sick all night. And he played. And he dominated. And he was by far, they said that Michael Jordan plays better when he's sick. How does that make any sense? Because people are gullible and naive. Again, if you've been sick all night and you've not slept, you just can't play. And he dominated in that game. Oh, you don't want to piss off Michael Jordan. Shut up, he's an actor. That's why he was in Space Jam, showing you he's an actor. Same with LeBron James. Showing you they're actors. They're sick in the head. Yes, they are. They are sick in the head. Like Hurricane Ida hit New Orleans the same month and day Katrina hit. Yeah, I did a video about that. Because they manipulate the weather, guys. I'll show you that in the Truman Show. They manipulate the weather. They can manipulate the weather. They admitted that during Vietnam, that they can manipulate the weather. They admitted that, okay? Look it up yourself. Eating pizza is a clue here. Yeah, they give away a lot of cryptic clues. We've heard about Pizzagate, which I'm not going to get into. But if you got into the whole QAnon bullshit, psyop, you'll know what Pizzagate is. Oh, I might have a pizza tonight, baby. I might have a pizza tonight. I'm telling you, tomorrow, guys, like, I got to wake up. I'll probably go to the gym. I'll go for a bike ride, grab breakfast. I have to do my Patreon work. I have to make a call with somebody. Then I'm going to be working from 11:30 till 4. And then I'm going to be coaching from 5 till 6:30. And then I'm teaching English from 7 till 8 tomorrow. Wild. Is it possible Ronaldo could be chosen one by the NWO because he is the most followed man in the world and could possibly worship like a god? Well, they call him a god, and when you say he has all these followers, they lie about the numbers, mate. They lie about how much money these people get paid. They lie about how many followers they have, how many likes the post gets. It's all algorithms bullshitting you. And people get taken in by it because that's how psychology works. Most people like to follow the crowd and want to be involved in what's popular. I do the opposite now. I go against what's popular. Oh, JFK, that's another three-worded abbreviation, isn't it? JFK, who I talk about a lot. Oh, and ML King. MLK, there's another one for you. I wonder who came up with those characters. Absolutely scandalous. Absolutely scandalous, man, when you really think about all of this. Sometimes I have moments where I'm like, oh my goodness, this is outrageous. Truly outrageous. So I'll do about 10 more minutes, guys. Yeah, Donald John Trump, DJT. Always do the opposite of the public. Yeah, again, that's what I said. Everyone was backing the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. Nope, Rams are going to win because everybody's on them. Everybody was on Duke. And I said Duke would be, people would get duked by betting on Duke. And look what happened yesterday. They got beat by North Carolina, which is connected to Michael Jordan. I'm a bit behind live listening to catch up. You can always go back and watch it again, can't you? 1 hour, 51 minutes to 36 prime. I think, I figured this out, guys. I haven't shared it with my community. If Elizabeth dies 520, she's going to die when I'm going to be 36 years old and 36 days. 36. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm still thinking about yesterday when I was at the beach and hearing the ocean and a campfire, and I went climbing and had a sausage. It's not had sausage. That sounds wrong. Had a sausage sandwich. Had sausage at the, oh God. It was just glorious. I'm going to do it more often. I wish I could do it with a variety of people. It'd be so amazing to just like take a girl there and have a date. Get the fire going, baby. Let's get it on. Do you think Ronaldo will win another Ballon d'Or before he retires? No. I don't think LeBron James will win another NBA championship either. I think they're done with major trophies. 3 and multiples of 3 is used in computer programming. Yeah. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Tom Brady retired, leaving 333 days left in the year, won his last Super Bowl on 2/7. February the 7th. 520 is like Christmas. Can't wait. My friend, I've got a couple of friends. Red Pill Monkey's birthday's on 520. There's a few other people whose birthday falls on 520. Again, she might not go on that day, but it's one of them where I'll be more shocked if she doesn't, which is wild in itself. What will happen to me if she dies on that day? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? People keep asking me that question. I don't know. Somebody said you should be relieved if she doesn't go on that day because you're not going to get in trouble with the higher up. So I was like, I'm not going to be relieved. I'll be disappointed. JFK Anti-Secret Society speech. Yeah, it's 3. I'm going to do that in a video, which is all your work, mate. The 322 months, and Skull and Bones is 322. The Order of the Brotherhood. 3 + 2 + 2 is 7. What sauce you have on your bacon sandwich and what sauce on your sausage sandwich? Good question, mate. Here, I have to have just regular Heinz ketchup. Back home, when I'm in England, which is very rare, HP brown sauce, baby. Sometimes I mix them. I apologize if that disgusts you, but sometimes I will mix HP brown sauce with Heinz ketchup. I'm a big fan of a sausage and egg buddy, a nice little cheeky cup of tea, and maybe a chocolate bar just to dip in. I do like that. Maybe some chocolate digestives. My favorite biscuit is a biscuit called Gold. I don't know if they still sell them. It's like white chocolate. And oh my God. My mum, when she last visited me, brought me like, I don't know how many of them, so many. But I ate them so quickly as well. Easter eggs. I don't even know if we do Easter eggs in Mexico. But my favorite Easter egg. Oh. I'm a big fan of mint Aero, guys. There used to be a mint Aero Easter egg. I do like mint Aero. Maltesers. Just melt on the mouth, baby. Oh, PSG. There's another 3-worded abbreviation. PSG player will win the World Cup. What, Mbappe, Messi? Which one do you think it's going to be? It's definitely not going to be the keeper who didn't make it after being the hero in the Euros. They still sell gold. You are gold. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in you are gold, baby. Goldmember. Do you remember him from Austin Powers? Which was literally Mike Myers playing the role of him. Like he also played the role of Fat Bastard and Dr. Evil. Oh yeah, Neymar could win it. I don't know. I think it's England. I think my name's Harry Kane. I think he wins it and lifts the trophy. Good old number 9, baby, the number of completion. I think Harry Kane lifts it. Harry Edward Kane. Harry like Prince Harry. Kane like Cain and Abel in the Bible. Kane, the brother of destruction, WWE with The Undertaker. All right, I'm going to go soon. Oh my God, I just talked about 156 and Harry Edward Kane gets you 156 in Gematria, 911, the 156 prime. And is 156 into the live baby girl. Neymar probably because of that documentary release, the Chaos one, which is connected to Order Out of Chaos, which is the Freemason motto. It gets you 222. Like that's why I predicted 2022 would be chaotic, and it has been, all by the numbers. Let me just read some of my comments I've got on Patreon here. Somebody just pledged called 1111, and if Elizabeth dies 520, she's going to die 1 year, 1 month, and 11 days after Philip. And somebody pledged called 1111. Someone's asking me about the Boston Celtics game. I'm not sure. I'm not doing any more games today. I already said Celtic would win. I already said West Ham would win. I said Australia would win the Cricket World Cup at the beginning. They did. I'm not doing any more posts today for sports. Somebody said I had Celtic single and double with West Ham, also treble, both to score with West Ham at 80-1. Wow. Fingers crossed for that, but still profitable day. Oh my God, this guy's about to just win an 80-1 bet on my Patreon. Got Celtic single and double with West Ham, also treble, both to score with Spurs at 80-1. Incredible stuff. Unbelievable, Jeff. Do you remember that game where, Udinese 5-1? Wow, I also won on that game and both teams to score. This has been a good day. I love when the community wins all this money, although I don't bet anymore. Adam, check out Lara Bird on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He's at Indiana State University with transgender cheerleaders on each side. I said Larry Bird, by the way, is a trans. You look at him. He clearly is. Says Indiana State's secrecy weapon, and they do the hush hand sign. Oh my word! I need to check this out. So this is why I love my Patreon. Pat just sent that comment. I would never ever have come across that. So Lara Bird reminds me of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, played by Angelina Jolie, who's a bloke, blatant bloke as well, who dated Brad Pitt, who's a female, who dated Jennifer Aniston, who's a man. It's this pretty insane shit. Let me just check this in. Lara Bird, Sports Illustrated. Okay, here we go. And he's doing the hush. Oh, Larry Bird, not Lara Bird. He's doing the hush. He won number 33, didn't he? Larry Bird's a female. And oh my God, this is insane. College basketball secret weapon. And they're doing the hush with the transgender cheerleaders who are openly transgender. He played at the Celtics. This is wild, man. It's just more connections. Reported shooting in Sacramento last night at 2:01 a.m. on the 93rd day of the year. 44 days after Gavin Newsom's gun control speech. Just crazy work. Good stuff, mate. We know 201's the big Jesuit number. The Jesuit Order 201, Pope Francis, first openly Jesuit Pope, resided in Suite 201 in the Vatican. Man went to the moon the 201st day of the year. Brady threw for 201 yards in his last Super Bowl. The Bucks won the NBA Finals the 201st day of the year. Catherine the Great saved 201 Jesuits. Was that a Paul Bearer impression? Yeah. I'll do it one more time. The Undertaker! He just got inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, by the way. Of course, he did it in 2022. Stone Cold Steve Austin returns at WrestleMania. His last appearance was WrestleMania 19, returns 19 years later during COVID-19 and the 19-year moon cycles. I see what you're doing there, Stone Cold. I called out Stone Cold on Instagram one time. He responded to me because I called him a bitch for wearing a mask. And he got really angry. I think I've got a screenshot of it. The UK consumes 25% of the total of the world's biscuit production. That is an amazing stat. Celtic got the 25th win today. It's also just crashed me out there. 201 in the live. Too easy, mate. It was all 33s, wasn't it? Did he down 3-3 or something? I can't remember what it was. I know he died at 33 date numerology. His first name was 33. Was it Parker or something? Oh, his last name was 33. I don't know. Let me check. I think Parker's 33. Codes like that are just they're too easy. Parker gets you, it gets you 33, and he died at age 33. Parker gets you 33 and 39 as well, like masonry. So maybe he didn't even die. Actually, who knows? Maybe it was just a Masonic ritual. Do you believe in Halloween films? No. No, bullshit. They brought out things like Friday the 13th to make Westerners associate the number 13 with being unlucky and satanic, when 13 is a beautiful number. Don't let anybody tell you differently. That's why they called it Friday the 13th. The World Cup final will probably be Neymar versus Messi. I don't think they'll do that. But maybe you're right. When was the last time two South Americans got to a World Cup final? If somebody can tell me that, I'd be interested to know. I don't even know if has it ever happened? Two South American teams in the final? We've had plenty of finals with two European teams. Okay, it's got an interesting message. MK Ultra live glitch. Yeah, I'm under MK Ultra, guys. No, my internet's shite. Should do a decode on... Oh, no, I've already read that. I think 1950 World Cup. All right, so that's a long time ago, isn't it? That was 72 years ago. Pope Francis became the Pope. Yeah, Uruguay versus Brazil. Yeah. It's the 4th edition as well. Didn't Uruguay, weren't they the first team to win the World Cup? Uruguay, I think they won 2 out of the first 3. Uruguay, as far as I'm aware. Don't they have a sun in the logo as well? Sure they fucking do. Let's have a look. Yeah, they, of course, have a sun in the logo. Their logo looks a lot like Greece's logo as well. Are Uruguay in the World Cup this year? Let me have a look at the draw. I'm not sure. Somebody sent me a photo. By the way, did you see the logos this week? I said that Villa would lose. Look at the logo. Has a lion in it. I said Chelsea would probably lose. There's a lion in their logo. I said Rangers would lose. There's a lion in the logo. You can check that out for yourself. 3 lions on a shirt. England. All right, 2 more minutes. What was I doing? Oh, I really love this quote. Let me read this quote, because I know there's people in my community who like this quote. Who like quotes. First we overlook evil, then we permit evil, then we legalize evil, then we promote evil, then we celebrate evil, then we persecute those who still call it evil. How true is that? People hate the truth, don't they? Yeah, so it was 1950. Let's see what score it was. Where is it? 1950 World Cup. 4th edition. The 1942 and 46 World Cups, they would have been cancelled, wouldn't they? Because of the World War going on from 1939 till 1945. So there would have been no World Cups during those years. So then this is the World Cup after World War II. 5 years after it ended. So who won it? Uruguay got the second title. 6 venues and 6 host cities. 13 teams, 13 from 3 confederations. Oh, this is really interesting. Francis became the Pope 13-3. This fucking World Cup was 72 years ago. He became the Pope the 72nd day of 2013. Jesuit Order 72. There's 22 matches played in this World Cup. Oh my word, this is interesting for 2 South American teams to get there again. This is very interesting. All right. It was in Brazil as well. This World Cup was in Brazil. So Brazil lost as the host nation, like how Portugal did in 2004 in the Euros. That'll be an interesting stat to look up. Teams who've hosted major tournaments and lost in the final. I know Portugal, I've just seen that Brazil one. Is there any other ones that have hosted it and lost in the final? I know England hosted it and won it. They hosted Euro 96, lost in the semi-final. Sporting have a lion on their logo. Yeah, it's funny how Ronaldo wore number 28 for Sporting, and now he's CR7. And I told you how 28 and 7 are connected because 28 is the 7th triangular number. Ronaldo began his career wearing number 28 and now wears number 7. It's not an accident, is it? Just Fontaine has the most goals in a single World Cup. There you go. 13 goals, another 13. I love putting this knowledge together. I better go, guys. I'm starting to feel a bit shitty. I'm going to jump in the shower. France lost in 2016. Yeah, but that was the Euros, not the World Cup. They lost to Portugal, didn't they? 1-0. But yeah, they were hosting it. Ed Earl scored, who couldn't even get in at Swansea City. And remember Ed Earl? He's a horseshit footballer. Played at Swansea, and the Queen owns all the Swans. That's why Brentford beat Swansea in the playoff final last year, and why yesterday's game with Brentford and Chelsea was connected to the Queen. Brazil and Sweden are only 2 teams who've lost in World Cup by hosting it. Okay, interesting stuff. That's interesting stuff. See, this is fun and games, guys. It's putting together a puzzle. I think England win it. Does it mean they win it? No, but out of all the teams, I think I like England more. It's England, Argentina, or Brazil. It's one of those 3, isn't it? If you bet on all 3 of them and one of them wins, you'll get a nice payout. So that's what happens with futures. England, 9-1, Argentina, 11-1, Brazil, probably favourites, no? And they're not the world number 1 right now. So Brazil are probably, I don't know, 6-1. I've not even looked. 6 nations. That's hilarious. Adair scored in the Euro final 201 days after his birthday. Wow. Another 1-0, wasn't it, in a major final? Another 1-0. Because that connects to the 10, like how Elizabeth's going to have a funeral 10 days after she dies. And there's another 10 that I was talking about yesterday with somebody. I can't remember what it is. So if it wasn't scripted, in your opinion, who would win? All right, okay, Agent D. So Agent D is asking me if I still believed in pro sports and I thought it was all about ability and coaching like I used to think it was, who would I put my money on for the World Cup without any of this knowledge? I would say Brazil. I'd go Brazil with the team that they have. With their record, they could get the 6. They can still get the 6th World Cup, can't they? I'd go Brazil. But I'd also, you can never write off like Germany in like a major tournament. I'd look into Germany. One of those 2 probably. Like I look at England's team. I think they'll win the World Cup. I look at England's team and I think it's horseshit. I said Harry Kane's an awful footballer. Jordan Henderson, not a fan, even though people idolise him. Just a massive Mason, came through Sunderland. Jordan Pickford is mediocre. Luke Shaw is mediocre. Harry Maguire's mediocre. Saka's mediocre. Rashford's mediocre. So there's no way I would even consider England winning the World Cup if I didn't have this knowledge. I think the team is very, very average. Very average. If it wasn't scripted, I would have fan by Messi support Argentina. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people in the world are desperate for Messi to get his World Cup, to make him the GOAT. That could be a big trap, even though Argentina have literally the best riddle to win it, the best numbers to win it. I just don't think they do. These fixtures guys, they're called fixtures. The first three letters is fix, because they fix these games, like they fix the draws. All the draws are fixed. All the games are fixed, whether they know it or not, the players. Why is the tournament in Qatar that has no history of playing football? See how many people died making the stadiums as well when you look into that. And Qatar will have a decent World Cup because every host nation seems to do well. Who wins between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns? I'll have to look into it. Roman Reigns is connected to the Vatican. Rome reigns. And then Brock Lesnar is the beast incarnate, which is connected to Revelation. So it's very interesting. It's very biblical who's going to win that. I know Roman Reigns keeps saying, what does he say? There's something he keeps saying now. What is it? It's really important what he keeps saying. Yeah. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. So I guess I'll have to check the gematria. He keeps telling everybody to acknowledge him, especially Brock Lesnar. And acknowledge me gets you 55 like Satan. And 233, the 51st prime, like when the Illuminati were founded. So who's going to win it? God, they've really built up Roman Reigns. I think Brock Lesnar. But I've not done a decode. But again, maybe there's interference or something. I know the Usos will be there, the Bloodline, whatever they call them. Yeah, Lakers winning the NBA is a massive trap. They might not even make the playoffs. Falklands War, yeah, that was a 10-day war. England, Argentina. It makes so much sense, Argentina, England. World Cup, it could be a trap. But it makes the most sense. I'm going to leave now with 41 in the live, 40 likes, 414. That's when I was born. My connection again. I'm about to leave. Yeah, Mason Greenwood, his first name's Mason. Mason Mount's going to be at the World Cup, and probably Mason Holgate will get a late call up for Everton or something. He'll probably sign for Chelsea or something and then get called up right before the tournament begins or something. We'll have three Masons. Mason Holgate, Mason Mount, Mason Greenwood. All came through Masonic clubs. Everton, Chelsea, United. All right, guys, I've told you, next week, maybe even for the next 6 weeks, I will not be going live that often. I'll be putting out a lot of content on Patreon, which I'll get up extra early to do. But this type of stuff, I will not have 2, 3, 4 hours spare in my day to do what I'm doing. I'll try go live over the weekend in my spare time, okay? I'll try to do that for you. And I'll put somebody's asking for the Celtic code in the description. I'll do that for this person as I finish this, okay? So let me just copy and paste it, and I'll do that. So you can share it with your friends. I've got lots of friends who are diehard Celtic fans. Anton, Liam, Michael, all diehard. One of my friends actually works for Celtic as a coach with the younger teams. He won't want to see this, will he? All right, cheers. Much love to you all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday or Monday, wherever you are. And I'll put that decode in the description, who is like God. And I'll speak to you all whenever I have the next opportunity to do so, okay? Take care. Much love. Keep growing. Keep seeing through the bullshit. And together, we can create a new world that is not run by these sick Satanists. Cheers, guys. Oh, wait, why don't they script to make the WNBA look as good as the men? Well, the WNBA is full of men. They're all men who play in that. And because there's no money with women's sports, most people don't watch them. But anyways, take care. Much love. Peace out. And enjoy the rest of your day, baby. Let me drink my water. Boom.